Alrighty, we have clicked the button and the light has gone green, and we are all set and ready to go for another episode of Super Robot Sundays here on Sound Goblin Gaming as we continue our playthrough of Super Robot Wars 30. I am, as always, Bograt.
I am the Krampus.
I'm Shiv.
I'm Hunter Green.
And I'm Vincent.
And we are out of side shit to do. Oh, and I should also make the game active.
I'm pretty sure we're on a side shit.
I mean, we have like the front missions, but that's about it.
Okay, real side shit.
And also, hopefully, yeah, it's just front
it's
missions.
also, right.
Check onboards because we might have something in there, but nope, just a
Yeah,
three-way
just
battle.
Yeah.
Also, the game should hopefully be a little bit less jerky today. I did come to a realization earlier this week. Or actually, it was technically last week, but we didn't stream last week, so it didn't come up for that. But last week, when I was over here taking a break from work, and I was playing Lego Batman 3, which is like the least intensive game I could possibly ever fucking imagine playing on this thing. And it was starting to chunk and have frame drops and stuff like that, not even streaming or anything. And I looked over and I realized, so the vents on this laptop are on the bottom.
Oh no!
And we have it on a glass table.
Yeah, that could be an issue.
Ah, so we're cooking laptop.
Yeah. It initially started because it was having it was chugging really hard when I was doing Valkyria Profile 4. But I was like, okay, this is actually a decently graphically intense game. There's a lot of like calculations going on for AI physics and shit like that in this. Okay, fine, I'm just gonna play Lego Batman 3. And then it started chunking for that, and I was like, no fucking way, something's wrong. And then it just kind of realized like, oh, it's just really fucking hot, and so it's shutting down things to keep from overheating. So we now have a laptop stand which elevates it, and provides airflow. Because, you know, we did have some issues with that last week or 2 weeks ago when we were playing this over here. But it was also like, we also had it at like a 4K resolution, and I just should fuck around with that and stuff. So
That's
now
a
we should
fairy
hopefully...
tale character. No, never mind. Her chest is reasonably sized.
She's like, what, 12?
Yeah.
Sounds right.
I said what I said.
I'm not actually sure, because I think she may have been 12 at the time of Gal Gai Gar, but this is Gal Gai Gar versus Better Man, so they're all like 16 or 17 now.
That's fair.
Okay, from head up, she is a fairy tale character.
It doesn't make the complication of her being in love with Guy
No.
less creepy, but...
Ugh. You, okay there?
Oh, no, she's not.
15. She is 15 at the time of Gal Gai Gar versus Better Man. Yeah, because she's 5 at the time of the end of King of Braves, Gal Gai Gar, where she like has just an extremely brief cameo appearance.
Yeah.
And then is a more fully like fledged character in King of Kings, Gal Gai versus Better.
Just as if she's lost the will to be awake.
Well, is she in a coma, or is she in a coma-like state?
Worst doctor ever.
Given that she will communicate here in a moment, she is clearly in a coma-like state.
She's in a comish.
Now the question is, when she fully comes out of the coma, will she realize how long she's been in it due to the length of her hair?
And despite knowing this, still pretend that she doesn't realize it and cause everyone to try and have to act like it's like 5 years ago and make fucking everybody around her totally miserable, but still be presented as a character we're supposed to be sympathetic and have good feelings toward.
Yeah.
Fuck Rumbling Hearts.
To our 0 viewers, do not watch Rumbling Hearts.
Or do, but get drunk.
Rumbling
Very
Hearts
drunk.
would have been better if episode 1 consisted of her getting hit by a car. Episode 2 was them at a funeral going, oh, that's really sad. And then he and the black-haired girl get together. It's fine.
Also,
It's
there is plot going on the screen, and I'll be damned if I know what the fuck it is.
We're going to Jupiter.
10 years ago, basically the
so
entire...
I do know what the plot going on is, but it is like very even the game is like assuming you know the plot of Gal Gar and how Gal Gar ends.
By the way, this is with the context of me playing through this part of the game twice.
Yes. Well, no,
before.
again, this game does not actually explain what happens at the end of Gal Gar. It just assumes you already know that in order to like keep things safe, Gal Gar and King Jader, piloted by Soldado J and Cyborg Guy, take the G-Gem and the J-Stone and retreat to a basically pocket universe that's also like 10 billion years in the past, because they realize that nothing will ever be safe as long as the energies of the G-Gem and the J-Jewel exist in this universe for various and sundry reasons that are way too complicated to get into. But they are trapped in that pocket universe and can never get out. Asterisk.
Until they do.
They can never go out. Enter King of Kings.
Yeah, and the idea is that Mamoru and what's-his-face are actually like the royalty of the red planet and the green planet, and so have inherent to them the energies of the G-Gem and the J-Jewel, but their existence with it is not an issue because it's not the actual rocks themselves, and that's why they're able to pilot fake Gal Gar. Go, yeah. And like do their thing because they also like synergize, and it's
You can't say fake Gal Gar because there's more than one.
not technically. Gal Gar is not actually a fake Gal Gar. It's just a different thing. But like there's a whole thing because the green planet and the red planet have historically been at war for like all of eternity, and the major sufferer of this is the blue planet, which is Earth. By the way, just so we're clear on this, like when I'm saying red planet, that's not Mars, it's the red planet.
Yeah. If it had been Mars, you'd have said Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it was Mars, it'd be really simple. Mars is a common thing in Super Robot Wars games.
Yep.
Yeah. But the fact that the like heirs of the red planet and the green planet actually became super close friends and now essentially work together has caused like the powers in the universe to be at balance or whatever.
Estimated mass. No,
That's
No.
Yeah.
No, it is not.
I'm pretty sure that's denser than a black hole.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
That's correct. I'll talk about that.
Okay.
And this is no longer covering or glazing over and covering old Gal Gar. This is King of Kings.
Yeah, this is actually King of Kings, Gal Gar versus Better Man plot now.
Which, to my understanding, they don't
Okay, this is going
fully finish.
Us. The responses. That's objective. I think I actually have to get in mission to do settings.
sorry, I just happened to notice those level differences. 53, 54, 52, 53, 18.
Well, yeah, you go from the stuff we actually use to the stuff we never use.
Yeah.
Vasconia
Anything that
8.
doesn't have a dot, at least
Sorry.
one dot by it, is not important.
Yep.
And yes, as far as the response time from controller to game, that's just always going to be a thing.
It's more so than usual. And dropping inputs.
I think it's a good thing this isn't a timing-based game.
But yeah, that's
That was oddly slow.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you in that regard. It's 7% CPU utilization currently on that computer, so.
Yeah. And I assume it's integrated GPU, so it's using the same.
No, it's not actually an integrated GPU. This thing is a fucking monster.
Right.
It actually has a dedicated graphics card.
That's actually impressive considering how thin that is.
Yeah, it actually has an NVIDIA.
Yeah. Strange. Especially since this is not a graphically intensive game either. It probably rivals Lego Batman 3 in that respect.
I mean, I am going to be honest with you. Some part of it is probably the connection to the TV.
Nah, that might be it.
Got the whole world in his hands.
That's no copy. It is Jupiter.
That is hardly the most absurd thing in this scene.
It's like, how can you survive out in space? We're just gonna gloss over the whole Jupiter thing.
Actual miniature Jupiter, and that guy's mass is more than a black hole. And the thing you're questioning is him being in space.
Got a raise, by the way. Really?
Unsurprising.
The reason why that thing is so dense is because it's squeezing Jupiter into a single spot.
Pretty sure it still wouldn't outmass a black hole, but okay.
This is the extreme ends of shonen. Just turn your brain off.
Yes. I mean, it's the same thing as with Pokemon. Remember, Mad Cargo is technically hotter than the surface of the sun.
So the numbers in Pokemon are just way off the numbers being used. It makes perfect sense in their universe. It doesn't correlate to ours, correct?
Their number conversion is similar to converting currencies.
That's not how that. You know what? Never mind.
Ew.
Yeah, conversely, you have the other end of things from Pokemon, where numbers are in fact way too fucking small,
Oh.
such as Waylord,
Yes.
which is roughly half the size of a blue whale, but only weighs about 900 pounds.
Yep.
I have to assume Waylord is mostly filled with air. Incredibly
I mean-
buoyant.
They do float above the water, not swim in the water.
And we also have to bring things like
Still, it is like
Ash is capable of holding Cosmog in his hand.
It's not a Cosmog. Cosmog could be fine.
Or a,
Cosmo.
Cosmo.
Yes.
No, it's like because a Wailord is roughly 48 feet long and averages 878 pounds, which also is just like such a low body density.
It's incredibly low. Wailord is basically a balloon.
I genuinely think even were it filled with air at that size, it would probably still weigh more than 900 pounds.
Probably. Do you feel with hydrogen?
I like the idea of it being helium. Breathes in your face too long.
My thought was just like getting to see the Hindenburg disaster, but it's a Wailord.
Oh, the Pokken Manatee!
Someone uses a fire attack.
I was going to say, it's a good thing it's a water type and has resistance against fire, otherwise that species would be extinct. I still love when I saw someone's response to
Okay, so to clarify, the Goodyear blimp
oh no.
is roughly 250 feet long, so like 5 times the size of a Wailord.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, you are onto something if it's inflated with like
Helium.
or something.
Well, hydrogen.
A gas that is
Lighter than air.
lighter than air.
Yeah. Yeah. Helium, it would have a lot less. It would ostensibly have a lot less problems anyway.
Oh, they do. They do actually inflate it with helium.
Yeah, they do.
They don't inflate it with hydrogen. That's why the Hindenburg
Why?
happened.
Why would they not do hydrogen? I don't know.
But the so without helium, the Goodyear blimp is roughly 20,000 pounds.
Yeah.
When fully inflated with helium, the actual dirigible,
Effective weight.
the dirigible part of it itself is 200 pounds.
Okay, yeah.
The gondola alone weighs over 2,600 pounds.
Yeah, no, I expected that.
Which Goodyear wants you to know is as heavy as 410 bricks.
Thank you.
Like the Wailord doesn't have to worry about gondola weight, so it's
Yeah.
Yes. But the fact does remain that technically speaking, the blimp doesn't actually weigh 200 pounds. It does
No, it
actually
weighs-
weigh 20,000
Correct.
pounds. It is being offset by helium. It does not.
like in my mind, I have to rationalize it as the Wailord is basically filled with a gas that makes it lighter than giant Volkwards. Or again, numbers of Pokemon from mutants.
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of that too.
You know, someone's explanation or attempt to say why it wasn't a big deal that Ash was carrying Cosmon was, oh, he carried a Larvitar earlier and they weigh like almost a ton. It's like, you're not helping your points.
It's like, that doesn't make that okay.
Wrong way.
Ew.
A little bit better, but still.
Is what it is.
Yeah.
We'll look into it at some other point. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow.
that you're not playing a game that actively hates you.
Don't get too far ahead of yourself there.
A
That's
game
more-
that was not originally designed to actively hate you.
You say that. I have been playing through the Pokemon series from early on now. Those devs have hated their players since the game first came out.
It's worth noting that apparently, looking at other stuff on like Nuzlocke's posting,
But for some reason, when we're saying
it takes a second for it to.
well, the size of the controllers are going to, or your controllers are going to do things.
Apparently, Sun and Ultra Sun and Moon are considered one of the harder Nuzlocke.
Yes, it is.
Specifically for the opening section.
Yep.
I could believe it. Yeah, just because the game is designed around how picking the wrong Pokemon and therefore being an easy fight, but when it's randomized,
Yeah, it's randomized. You don't have. Well, it's also a case of you have basically your typical rival battle, then basically one route, then another
rival battle, yeah.
Where he gets a second
Where he
Pokemon.
gets a second Pokemon right off the bat.
Yep.
Yeah, and so especially in Nuzlocke rules, there's a chance you did not.
Yeah, there's a chance you're going to this with a single Pokemon.
Also gives you your XP share relatively early, and you can easily out-level the stuff you would catch in some of the earlier routes. Which I am... it's why I'm probably going to keep Rapid Spin for a while, because it is such a low damage move that even with my level advantage, I'm not as likely to one-shot stuff.
If you're not doing a randomizer, because technically Nuzlocke don't have to use randomizer.
Yeah.
Well, he does have the Pokemon that is weak to your starter. Very often, the first thing you're going to on route is typically that game's like Bird.
Right.
And the second Pokemon he has is Pikachu.
Yep.
Yep.
So there's more likely a second Pokemon is going to sweep the one Pokemon you come on your route. And if you chose the Water Starter, now he also has the strongest Water Starter.
Yep.
And I don't think you get the advantage of being resistant to him with Rowlet, because I think Rowlet does just immediately start off as Grass Flying. So it means it's normal damage for Electric.
Yep.
Which Rowlet is my favorite of that set of starters.
That's fair.
Poplio grew on me, or rather, whatever it turns into for its final form. Prismarina grew on me. But Rowlet is still just overall my favorite set for that one.
Yeah, Rowlet starts as Grass Flying because that was after the point where they started doing actual like double types as the
Because
starters.
Prismarine ends up Water Fairy, Litten ends up Fire Dark,
Yep.
and does Rowlet stay flying? He gets
No, it becomes Grass Ghost.
Glass Ghost, yeah.
Decidueye is
The enemy
either
is larger than
Grass
you,
Ghost
you know,
or
all the
Grass
time.
Fighting if you got this in.
Yep.
Right.
Decidueye.
Which is my least favorite of that set,
The Hisui Pokemon.
of the Hisuian ones.
Right,
My-
Ultraman just does 20% more damage.
Yep. Basically.
Like, I have to say, this is unintentional that my favorite for every starter that in a generation that has Ghost in its final form has ended up being my favorite one. Hisuian Typhlosion, Crocodile's one is
They haven't done it
Alligator.
form.
No, I'm trying to remember the
Oh, it's
Huecoco's Skeledirge.
Elder.
Skeledirge is so good.
Although,
That being said, I actually really like all three of the
we
Paldean starters.
since we've seen the ZA starters, and we know we're going to get alternate forms for them.
Eh,
I mean, I've heard they did alternate forms for the starters and Arceus. I assume alternate forms for them.
I think we will too. There is a chance they may save that for their megas.
Possible. I'm surprised they chose two Pokemon.
Yeah, no, that was something that I was a little surprised at. I'm happy they picked Fralligator.
Oh, for Alligator's great. And they could use some love, so if they do decide to or Mega for that, make it a better Pokemon, please.
Yep. I am fairly certain we will see the Gen 6 starters in there, and I'm hoping they get megas.
Yeah, there's the other question: what new Megas we're going to get in that game? rather than doing forms with Megas for them.
Yep.
That is
The gimmick of Gen 6. And we already know Megas are coming.
Yeah.
So sadly, they only showed off already known existing
Megas, yeah. Megas.
Chinese Megas, yeah.
Mentioning black holes.
Yep.
Plan is to turn Jupiter into a black hole. Yeah.
That would be genuinely scary with that mass.
All right, we have 5 minutes, unfortunately.
5 minutes real time. Oh, you forgot to skip the dog game. Well, everyone's dead.
Yep, forgot to skip through the cutscene. We died. Talking is not a free action.
So I was curious. So I just went through. Rowlet is one of only 2 starters in the entirety of Pokemon that actually starts as dual type.
Yep.
Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur, yeah. Bulbasaur's grass poison. No other starter actually starts dual type.
I get dual type, and it's a very common thing.
面白いコンバトラーと力が
Standard later game.
Gen 2, I think, doesn't.
Gen 2 has no dual type.
It's either Gen 2 or Gen 3. It's one of those 2 gens. They none of their starters ever get a second type.
But Gen 2 no, it's a dual type.
Is it 2? Okay. Oh yeah, no, Gen 3 absolutely does go fire.
standard.
Yeah. Because Torchic absolutely becomes firefighting.
Yeah, his Sui and Typhlosion is dual.
Yeah.
Based on
Regular Typhlosion is
Yeah.
And Gen 1 had a dual type at the start and gained a second dual type as they leveled up. Well, the Gen 3 starters.
Torchip, Mudkip, and which becomes Water Ground,
Yeah.
Rico.
and Trico, which I think just stays grass.
Except for Mega. I guess I thought it was Grass Dragon.
Yeah. Now we're talking specifically about the games they debut in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Gen 2 might be a unique one where they all have single type.
Yeah.
At least for base forms. All the later games have a secondary triangle.
どけこいつで蹴りをつけてやるよーゲッター
Yeah, something the needs on here.
Is fighting weak to ground?
Oh, we don't have needs on here.
Yeah. I just had
I think the extra triangle starts with that side.
Oh, yeah.
Always a triangle for secondary types.
Fire hand, get it.
Which honestly, I would be fine if they just did starters with that other triangle.
That's why they're not going to break the grass fire water combo. I don't think.
Can tend to be a fine place to start. You're not going to. No.
That would require them to put actual, like, effort and consideration into making a Pokemon game.
A bunch of people predicted that this direct that just happened was going to have the announcement for Gen 10. I'm like, guys, the CEO literally, did a thing about how the current rate they're doing is unsustainable, and that they have to put more time in these games.
But Hunter, you don't understand. He's actually just playing six-dimensional chess to throw people off that they're going to announce Generation 10, because Pokemon is a game made by strategic masterminds, and that's why it's baby's first fucking RPG.
And they're gonna announce 10 at some point.
I suspect it'll be next year's. I suspect they're just going to give the generations, like the actual generational entries, an additional year of bake time.
Yeah, but if every time they're going to announce something about Pokemon, you predict that they're going to announce Generation 10, you will eventually be right.
That's true.
Broken clock and all.
So,
And then you can be like, I was right. See, now you should listen to me to all the other predictions I make.
so the reason why the predictions for this one was quite literally on a year, like I think it's every 3 years they announce it, and this was the third year since Scarlet announced and Violet were announced. Also amazing. Guys, we're in a battle for our lives. Why are you playing a game?
They're knocking it out of the park.
Amazing.
Again, worth remembering, these are entirely diegetic. Everyone actually sees this happen.
Homer. Does baseball play like baseball out in space?
It's baseball.
Basically, they cease being out in space when the baseball thing happens, and then
Baseball time.
They generated an atmosphere.
Uh-huh.
My God.
They can test baseball.
Do
Baseball.
not doubt the power of love in the
Soccer Wars universe.
Said, I don't remember if we've shown it off yet, but the Sakura
Oh.
Kami one is literally
Yes.
like a love Kaioken.
Yep. We did.
Yeah, we did.
Somehow this is
If,
below
yeah,
50%.
if something ever manages to actually deal that much damage to it. Like, for some reason, you're having it like 1v1 a boss and forget that you have spirits.
Maybe you intentionally
Well, no, you
want to see it
intentionally take
activate.
damage. Hypothetically, it's better to intentionally take damage before you start using spirits, just because everything has potential.
Yeah.
You ain't getting anything. Scope Dog's probably not getting anything either. Actually, mine has brains.
Go back in range. And soon
Oh.
a longer range.
Never mind. Right here. Oh yeah, it's probably dead.
Some amount of damage.
Yes.
Most useless shoot down mark ever. Never happens.
Yeah, I expected that to know. Okay.
Ah, now we start getting crazy numbers. So,
Yep.
邪魔なのはあいつか。味方の退避を確認。やるぞ。捉えた。やってみせる。
Get out of the way. Can't see.
Yeah, no, it's our integrated fairy targeting system.
Your butthole opens up and there's a screen in there. Very magic. Don't ask questions. The reason she's the last one, they had to wipe those fuckers out. They were weird.
Understand this is useful and a powerful resource, but no. Double good.
私の言った通りでしょ。
ああ、大したもんだ。
Good thing we dodged in the middle of that giant explosion.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yep.
Punch it harder.
No, no, it's not. Wait, okay, so it's 3.
Yeah, they're just those three.
Okay, one of you has Excel.
Yes, the horse.
yes.
Makes sense.
pray for Sanger's uncle. The wildest crossover in here. The Osutasuke and Don cheerleaders show up as support.
ザウタルト大祭
What ridiculous song would they play?
Peace.
No, I almost got it fair.
Or I suppose in this one section, the guy that I don't.
Yeah.
Quickly, does anyone have a Hostess fruit pie?
Sorry, ate it.
Damn. Not even our own pilots can resist the delicious taste of Hostess fruit pies.
Tamaki, what have we said about talking?
That's a privilege.
They're coming.
Oh no, is the situation wasn't confusing enough for it?
E-R-M-E-N. What does it spell?
Amazing.
Glowy orb things. Those are glowy orb things.
UFOs.
What was your first clue?
Hair looks dumb.
You know, I give him credit. You can take one look at them and go, yep, that's a better man character.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, just over that thing.
Because you're using the Gatlings.
Yeah, because it doesn't change it back to APAC and move over in space.
Correct. I think the people that made this game just secretly actually hate Gundam narrative and want you to feel like that unit sucks ass.
I get that feeling, yeah.
Just always default to it having the B packs.
I mean, B stands for best, right? Right?
B stands for better man.
Like, again, it's such an easy fucking fix, too, because
Yeah.
literally all you have to do is make the B packs not space capable.
Yeah.
Because there is no point at which you have the narrative that you don't have both the B packs and the A packs. So it's not like you would do that and be like, oh, well, then you can't use it for this or that mission because it's in space. It's like, no, you have the A packs for space and the B packs for ground. And
Yeah.
you are never going to want to use the B packs when you could use the A packs.
Yeah.
I can see the future.
It's the set up lame wishes she has.
I had stuff drifting through my limpid channel once, but some antibiotics cleared it right up.
Into the black hole.
Stop saying that.
The time has come. Right.
Time for some good old anime bullshit.
Mario was smiling.
They have the same voice actor.
I mean, if they do, it's literally just for this game, because King of Kings, God vs. Betterman is just a manga.
Yeah, fair enough. Thank you, Well, that pretty much sums up my thoughts.
I presume they wouldn't recast any of the voice actors.
Well, but like for something like Mamoru, it's literally he's 10 years older than he
That's
was in the
true.
show.
Yeah.
They would sometimes do that.
Alvaro's like, please don't be like the Betterman. Please don't just drop nouns on us.
At least no one's making up words.
Even
It's
then,
not helping much, but at least they're not making up words.
No, Maiko Ito still voices Mamoru. Cyborg guy is, of course, fucking Nobuyuki Hiyama.
So it is going to show up.
IT is going to show up?
Yeah.
I can figure out what this game's like. Guy came from the game to set this idea.
I have a theory as to why we'll fix it after.
Yeah, that's true. You can mess with more afterwards. That's fine. Well,
I also have an extremely stupid alternative for us to attempt. So I know for 100% certainty that this game runs perfectly fine on Steam Deck.
Amazing.
no, I know it does too.
So we load the Steam Link app on the laptop.
Play the
game on the Steam Deck, mirror it to the computer via the Steam Link app, and just capture the Steam Link window.
I mean, that probably work. Because it runs flawlessly. But assuming you're running on the right Proton.
Yes.
For the run, it runs flawlessly.
What's even funnier about that, because I know, Shiv, you had to go through the whole like setting up the correct Proton version. You didn't have to do that originally.
Yeah.
It was actually a Proton, like as Proton continued to
Got
update,
better.
and the like current version of Proton got further and further. That actually fucked it up because when I first was like got my Steam Deck, one of the first games I put on it was Super Robot Wars 30, and it played totally fine. No need to mess with Proton versions at all.
The oddity of what would happen if you had the wrong Proton version loaded properly was all the cutscenes every would play perfectly fine, but the second you got into a map,
It was completely black.
it would like not completely black, all sorts of like weird colors and stuff, and it knew like you could move your cursor to select units, but it was entirely offset from where the units on the field were in the weird black chaos landscape. So you could kind of finagle your way through it. It's just awful trying to.
Yeah. I mean, they're okay.
Yeah, we really workshop that name.
I mean, again, they're called that because they're supposed to be better than human.
They are better men.
Until they're defeated by humans.
I'm not entirely sure how fusing animal DNA into people makes better, but
That's not that too hard.
Well, I mean, an injection of mongoose DNA turns somebody into the wizard, so you can only go up from there.
It's like in the same way that in like the Phantasy Star universe, there's a race called New Men, which are just literally like DNA modified humans.
Yep. But they have pointy ears.
Down to 1080 at least. A normal person would make a menu.
What is normal person?
This is actually way more common in games than having a drop down.
I know. I think that's about the best we're gonna do. It's a lot of full screen. Oh yeah, the actual reason was here. Yep. There's a campfire going on right there. Is the plus that is
Means
DLC?
it's the DLC music, yes.
Okay, so we'll have to that one and okay.
Athlete.
Yes.
Yeah.
Makes there be a reason for all of our no viewers to play this game for themselves.
Exactly.
Or just pull up anime music on YouTube.
You got that, 0 viewers? No one who is watching us?
Yeah, that's the beautiful form of fused good better.
Yes, that is Better Man Cataphract.
Ugh.
This was nice up to not put Sasha on his dome.
Yeah. Do appreciate that.
Ah, his better manhood.
I will show you how I'm truly the better man.
Having common decency?
Okay, I think this has potential. And not much we can do about potential.
Really does.
You want to see my favorite dumb thing about Better Man Lamia? Gold is stupid pangolin scale hair.
What the fuck?
You're not even a Lamia. You're just a regular
Yeah, you don't
guy.
get to see that in this game.
No, you never see him from the back to reveal that his hair is in fact like snake scales.
Ugh.
I guess that explains what they call him Lamia. Her name's Lamia.
Don't try and apply that logic to Better Man.
I was gonna say, what does that mean about Better Man Sarah?
I promise you, they are in no way, shape, or form actually named to have anything to do with whatever animal DNA they're fused with.
Everyone in hell, duel 1, let's rock! Taking this.
I do love that even in this game, it looks not so looks like he's died trying and grabs him by the dick. Gah! With both hands. God, we didn't talk about your fighting style. I understand it wins fights, but holy shit, man. Calm down.
Kids are watching,
You can't just keep
okay?
running up and grabbing things' dicks.
Kids are watching. The brave police may as well be kids. They're going to learn from your example. And their boss is a literal, what,
It's
7-year-old? 8-year-old?
It's going into its next cutscene. What do you think it's doing?
What does that even mean?
Yeah.
Yep, if they didn't die on camera, it didn't happen.
True.
Valid logic.
Okay. Ah, God.
Onto your heart. Way ahead of you. Star Platinum.
I'll manually beat my heart.
Alright.
If you strike him, he's
Keep punching until it stops moving. Then punch it some more.
Orga, should I hit that with a mace?
I was gonna
yes,
say-
you should, Miss. Yes, you should.
Mizuki Orga says, hit that thing. Okay.
Man, I don't know what the hell is going on here, but I don't like the way that thing's looking at me.
Extra large mace. Like how it implies that there's a smaller mace it could have.
There's a small mace. Yeah. That's a small mace.
Okay, I like that it implies that there's a smaller mace he would use.
It does.
That's true, after he no longer has that in hand.
Kazuki uses many weapons.
It does.
Mace, a larger mace, a wrench, a katana.
What the fuck else can get over that? Almost certainly you. One of the slowest units I have.
Look, that's right.
Well, that and somebody has Excel. I'm sure. You do, you're a ninja.
That makes sense.
Super electromagnetic
Oh,
ball
go for it
smash.
anyways. Nope, just use that one. Thinking you over there is probably a stretch. Yeah, that's shy of what you can actually do. Alright. Sorry. Oh, fine. Get the kill.
55 health. You want.
Didn't realize I left on 55 health. No, he has a 10% chance to miss.
Nice.
Because I know the Bannermen are supposed to claim to be better than people, right?
Uh-huh.
Who let them dress themselves?
破壊王この地に門を開かせるわけにはいかぬヒーラー
That's not entirely fair. Every single time something comes up, they're in the middle of their own personal LARP.
So maybe they actually are addressing better things, but because we're human,
We just don't understand.
we just don't understand. Yeah. Or they really have no idea how to dress themselves. One of the two.
Well, you see, Shiv. Better Man, also known as Somniums, are mutants that use D-type amino acids and communicate primarily through the limpid channel. They are capable of transforming into different monstrous forms by consuming a variety of animus fruits
I'm gonna need you
with
to
their
stop
fangs
making up
and then fusing
nouns.
together.
Oh, he's not making up nouns.
They spend most of their time in sepulchrums, gaps of space-time unperceivable by humans.
He's not making up nouns, he's just using them wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
And have gotten to the point where they're allowed to dress themselves. Yeah.
Shorties on that D-type amino acid sounds like a Dracula flow line.
I'm not gonna lie, them picking up.
You just don't understand. This is high fashion in the sepulchrums.
I was gonna say the
Yeah, that was your Robin Hood looking ass.
bringing up the D-type amino acids makes me think of. All right, you're talking about stuff like Hideo Kojima talks about genetics.
Mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell.
I'm getting real. You're gonna be really upset and understand why Quiet is dressed like that once I explain it. Just ignore the other character in the exact same ability in the same type bodysuit. Just to breathe through her skin.
I was going more for the.
Look, Kojima, I love you, but don't try and justify this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I was going more in reference to the dominant versus recessive genes bullshit.
The dominant recessive genes. Yeah,
But
well, you see,
yeah, no, that one too. It's like, no, you came up with a design and then came up with an excuse.
Yeah.
Just be like Yoko Taro. Admit you like it.
No, I forgot about the stupid dominant recessive genes. It's not the first thing that goes to my head.
No. Someone was going off about the new Captain America movie because Kojima watched it and didn't understand a few things that, A, should have been plainly obvious. But someone else commented on it saying, when Hideo Kojima thinks something is too convoluted, maybe you've messed up. It's like, no, Kojima just A, didn't watch Falcon and Winter Soldier, and B, apparently didn't pay attention about what it would mean of Cap handing the shield off to Sam. What, did you think he was just gonna put it in a storage shed somewhere? No, of course he's gonna be the new Captain America.
No, we got rid of Captain America. We don't need him anymore. Give a U.S. agent instead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought the new Captain America was Kurt Russell's kid. Totally legitimate Captain America, not problematic at all.
Nope.
He can't be racist. He's got a black friend.
Oh God,
Jesus Christ.
I know. I saw it too.
Falcon had ideas. Delivered on some, but certainly not all.
Again, my absolute favorite part of Falcon and the Winter Soldier is the like sort of antagonist organization throughout the whole run of that series of the Flag Smashers, where they present as like, yeah, they believe that we shouldn't have borders or nations, and then never actually spend any time pointing out like why they might be wrong within the context of that world. They're just like, no, this is what they believe, and therefore, bad guys, I guess. Nobody ever actually makes an argument to counter their position.
It's the cosmic law, as we have cosmically pulled it out of our cosmic ass.
The cosmic law is established by the red planet, the green planet, and the blue planet.
It's hard to follow here. Oh, what is it? In a 10-year period, we had 9 wars.
A conqueror king on Earth.
The 1 year of peace you got was the delusion.
They call me Temujin, conqueror of kings.
You go away. You die of cancer.
Some call me Genghis Khan.
Nobody liked working with you, John Wayne. You're a dick.
Terrible name for a cowboy.
Guys, I don't mean to put a damper on this, but it has been a long time, and I need to poop really badly. That's like the one system I've got left that isn't cyber.
I actually think this version of Guy is in Cybernetic.
Oh. Well, even more. You
It
got a
ceased
lot of
being a
pooping to
cyborg
do.
at a certain point.
Yeah.
Got a lot of catch-up pooping.
Yeah, I believe the same thing that sends them 10 billion years into the past also undoes the cyborgification of Guy.
Mr. Brave.
Despite the fact that I will always and continue to call him Cyborg Guy. His name is actually just Guy Shishio.
Yeah.
Right, he's an evoluter. Could somebody explain this now?
No.
I mean, do you really want me to?
No.
I know it was a yellow text thing. The game could have explained it.
No, it was not actually.
It wasn't
It
actually.
was not actually a.
No, the game gave up at a certain point.
Or past the start, we don't care anymore.
You've watched this, right? No? Too bad.
An evoluter is an evolution of a human into a higher form of life. Not to be confused with Betterman, which are mutants, called Somniums. Guy Shishio became an evoluter through the integration of the G-Stone. Evoluter Guy shows greatly enhanced physical strength, endurance, and reflexes on par with his cyborg form abilities. So again, he uncyborged and then merged with the G-Stone, became an evoluter, as well as the ability to control machinery, which was the whole necessary, because the reason he was cyborg in the first place was so he could integrate with Gao Gai Gar. He is capable of surviving in space unaided, as well as space flight. Guy glows a bright green when using his evoluter abilities. A similar evolution, semi-evoluter, is undertaken by Mikoto Otsugi.
So basically, he's an innovator.
No, because it's not stupid.
I was gonna say,
That's not that brand of stupid.
different type of stupid.
It's just his old war buddies are more upset that they don't. This is bullshit. Why this guy gets? Unless any of you are kings. By definition, I am the king of kings now. So. I would have to be above you in that regard.
Does that mean he's Godzilla's king as well? Because Godzilla's king of monsters. Huh?
What's Godzilla doing here? Is he going to attack? Godzilla just sort of like gives him thumbs up his sleeves.
Oh, guy's cool shit.
Actual person or spam bot? Unfortunate. We've been getting them a lot more lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's automated control.
Yeah.
They definitely get around to doing another Esper. And presumably bring in Braver. I want as many series as possible.
Yeah.
Just so we can have a main character, Mecha, and technically just completely gushing over all the various Braves. Much like Ernie gushes on Mecha in general.
Not to be confused with the other GGG.
Or the other G.
Yes.
Bomb only had 2 AES missiles left.
We're gonna be stuck here forever and attached to kids doing it.
No, it doesn't. It does not imply anything of the sort.
Are you saying roads don't make comets?
Anything without that kind of spirit.
Oh god, another color's been introduced.
Guy didn't have time to give us more nouns in the fight. But now there's not immediate danger. Noun time. What a sign.
never is. See a swan waddling in the background.
Amuro just collapses in the corner.
Man, Char, does he always do that? Well, he's in the other corner. This is why we can't go paddle boating anymore, Char. Takes one look at the swan boat and just collapses.
Oh, this is what Amuro means. Keep telling us not to let the dead consume us.
Those are
Well.
O's, not zeros.
Triple zero.
It's the letter 0.
Goes coming to boats.
You see this? This is infinity. But what if you add another loop?
You know what? That makes more sense than anything they're talking about here.
It's true.
Oh, this is infinity. It is made of 2 O's. But when I turn it sideways, it becomes a single O. 000.
O's, 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 O's.
This isn't the true O's experience. No one's saying happy birthday.
I think that is actually the conclusion to the speech, talking about why O's is
Oh, yeah.
O's.
Yes.
This is infinity, and then you add an additional loop, and happy birthday, O's.
Yep. Yeah, because he's drawing the thing on the top of the cake wrong.
Yes.
Common Rider O's is art, and I will not hear anything to the contrary.
You would never hear that from me. It's literally my favorite Kamen Rider series.
Also, like, it already makes sense in the naming they're doing. Yeah, Gao Gai Gar is just 3 medals.
Yep.
Also, I will once again scream this into the ether in the hopes it gets made. Do a game like this, but for Kamen Riders. They're never
They
going to.
did once.
I can say
I
Kamen Rider,
have that game. I just don't have a way of playing it.
like Kamen Rider and Sentai and
Yeah, it was. I want to say it was Kamen Rider, Sentai, Ultraman, and Gundam for some reason.
It was just Kamen Rider, Ultraman, and Gundams, but not Gundams.
Not like
being
Gundam pilots. They are just they
Yeah.
just
The Gundams have their own personalities.
but like not as like SD Gundam either. It is actually just
actually full-size
Gundam.
Gundams?
Well, no, they're like
That's per like person size.
they're like person size,
okay,
but they
okay.
are just like the 78 is just the 78. It's not going to be like pilot or something.
Hey, Bandai, can you make this game first? I can. But
oh, that's
have you heard of the RX-78? Yeah, you can put Gundams in it. We weren't asking.
Wait, who in Japan has not heard of the RX-78 2?
I mean, literally the very first Super Robot Wars game. Actually, one of the like constants that we've seen at Amuro, Tetsuya, and
Ryoma.
Ryoma are
yeah.
like old war buddies.
Yeah.
Those were the only series in the first.
Super Robot
I'm
Wars.
aware.
Which is why it's like a constant throughput of them being old war buddies, because they were always.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's from like the original Kapati Hero game.
I'd be all for a Super Sentai SRW stuff.
Yeah.
So Jesus Christ, you guys are still talking.
To explain all
Turned
this
into
stuff
Thrall.
about
Oh, God, we have a-
000.
We have a World of Warcraft crossover now. God damn it.
Fucking King Jader hasn't shown up yet. He's going to before this ends.
Not today.
Hilariously, there were also sports spin-offs of the Kapati Hero games.
Kamen Rider.
What?
Yeah. He's Kamen Rider Soccer.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Sorry, that
they-
spin-off. Yeah, okay.
They
Sorry.
had Battle Baseball, Versus Hero Road to the King fight, Battle Racers, Chorinko Hero, a whole series of Battle Dodgeballs, Battle Soccers, and Super Pachinko Tyson.
Like racing games, I can understand because they're Kamen Riders. They all at least have a bike at some point in their series, using them to various degrees.
Yeah, I love how in Ryuki they started using them, then it completely abandoned because they look so dumb.
It varies pretty wildly between series and series how much a bike or vehicle gets used.
Hey, sometimes the bike is a rider.
That's the bike is a rider. And I mean, soccer's canon.
Yes, it is. Was Gaim right?
Yes, soccer's canon.
Okay. After a while, the insanity just blends together.
And then, yeah, we have the Superhero Generation, which is, I think, the one that Krampus has. Which is, again, Kamen Rider, Ultraman, and Gundam.
I want to see one that's Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, and Pretty Cure.
Or the back Goldie Mark, otherwise one could have him turn into an arm for us to the hammer.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's also, from the PS1 era, there was Super Tokusatsu Taisen 2001.
He asked if we've given
Oh,
what's his
thank
face a
God, something
swirly.
else.
And that one did not involve Gundam. It was actually made by a different developer.
Makes sense.
So it wasn't made by Bandai.
Well, it was still published by Banpresto. But, yeah, had Kamen Rider. But at the time, like, this was 2001. This was PlayStation 1 era.
Yeah.
It did not actually have any Heisei Riders at all because that would have only been
And you only had like
Kuga
Kuga.
at that point. So it had Ichigo, Kamen Rider 2, V3, and it had Black and Black RX.
Okay.
It had Super Sentai, which specifically just had Go Ranger.
Okay.
It had Metal Hero. So it had Space Sheriff Gavan, Space Sheriff Sharavan, and Space... I think it's still Space Sheriff Scheider. It had Kikaider. It had Ultraman, including Ultra 7 and The Return of Ultraman. It did have some mecha because it had Giant Robo, Super Robot Red Baron, and Daitetsu Jin 17.
Okay.
And it has Inazuman.
Okay. Maybe Jader shows up
Yep.
following.
Well, Jader like briefly showed up.
Oh, did he?
Soldado J showed up
Okay,
at the
he's
very
right.
end.
Yeah.
I remember him showing up.
Yeah, he like shows up and was like, "Stop!
I am also-
Universal justice!"
I am also taken over by 000.
Yeah.
That's
But
right.
yeah, we get in their plot deeper in the next mission. And yeah, now we have emergency super sortie. Let's see.
Yeah, this is one of those ones we are completely locked in. We have to go directly into this next mission.
Yeah, this is the first original story. Or like dealing with the story. mission.
Gallifire.
It's when the main original story person game shows up finally.
Yes, but it is also a gun sword plot as well as in there.
Yes.
Of course it is.
Well, Gun Sword and Code Geass are tied together.
Yeah.
But
Just
I'm
like,
fairly certain this is when Carol first shows up.
But yeah, just like Gal Gaigar.
Yes, but you have to go through the gun sword stuff first because the final of this is destroying the Orcasiladine.
Like this is the first fight you have to make a choice for.
Yes.
Yes.
This round.
Yep.
This round is being bonuses as your round goes on.
Makes sense.
And
There it is. I think so.
to go on the true ending path, we need to answer more tipping the scales left than right.
Yes.
There's not actually a point threshold. You just need to do more left than right, and there are 5 choices, so you basically need to do at least 3 left.
Yep.
So realistically, I will probably not provide input on these choices until we reach a point where it would matter.
Yeah, unless we've already done like
Yeah.
2 choices from me. Be like, okay, we have to do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he does tell you what direction you must skim every time you
After you make the choice,
make
though.
a choice. This tips the scale to the right. Scales to the left. And there's a choice we can make in the final set mission. Based on. There's a choice we can make in the final set mission. Based on.
Yes. Well, it is.
It is if you defeat him with.
Well, yeah, in the on the true ending route specifically, yeah. But that does not actually the left or right scales doesn't actually impact that at all.
No, left right scales puts you into that path, then on that path.
It is just explicitly whether you defeat him with protagonist or Mitsuba, basically.
Yeah. Well, if you do have protagonist, you get the option.
Whether to recruit him or not. Otherwise, he will just join. Yeah.
And that is a split path as well, based on that decision. I think it mostly just changes.
Sort of.
I think it
Yeah.
mostly just changes the final mission.
Basically, it's a split path in like the heaviest air quotes imaginable.
Let's see.
Like, especially because if you don't recruit him, he still shows up as an allied NPC in the final missions. You just don't control him.
Correct. Yeah, he doesn't join you directly in that regard. He still fights along with you. So, like, the biggest mechanical difference is the changes that might make.
Yeah. It is really extremely inconsequential, though. It changes one fight in the final mission, basically. And, again, means that he is there as an NPC that you don't control, rather than being one of your units.
Technically, the final fight of the base game, because there is DLC.
Well, yeah, there's post-game DLC.
Okay, don't remember how to do the thing I was looking for.
What are you trying to do?
I know there's a way to see pilot biography, but I don't remember.
Oh, it's in maybe an additional content. That's just the DLC
that's
stuff.
the DLC stuff.
Know how to get to it when you're in a cutscene or when you're talking.
Whose bio are you looking to get to?
Guy, and any of them, but Guy Shishios would be.
Okay, so do details,
That's
and then
I first switch to what?
that just.
it's just this.
I mean, I know how to get to it from the main menu because the main menu just has a library.
Or alternatively, wait for him to talk in the
Yeah.
a dialogue section again, and you can.
Options. Library.
Okay.
Character profiles. There you go.
All right. So, yeah. So yeah, there are character profiles that give you a decent summary of characters.
Yes, so if you're not fucking insane like me and have watched like 95% of the series in this game, you can look up the characters and find out what the fuck this person is.
Okay, so where is Guy?
Right there, top of the third row or third column.
Okay.
These are actually in series order.
So, as far as Guy's biography is concerned, okay, not quite
It's not
as long
significantly
as I
longer than
remember, but it
most
was-
other protagonists.
Yeah,
Because it's only really covering King of Kings, Gal Gagar. For the most part.
yeah. All right.
I mean, it's like you pulled up Amros before. Guys is not. The Guys is longer than Amros by like a paragraph.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, because they're using
And Amuro was like involved in 3 major conflicts over the course of like 12 years.
yeah, I was gonna say
And Guy was involved in one series.
One, basically. One, and then King of Kings Benaran versus Gal Gaigar.
yeah, because they're using his CCA design, they actually list that as his origin.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
Well, because that's when it says origin, that's just the series that they're in this game from.
yeah,
Hence why Guy's origin on that was King of Kings. Gal Gagar was better man and not
Gal
King of
Gaigar.
Braves, Gal Gagar.
Yeah.
yeah.
The Claws organization has been sighted in the area. We decided against just nuking the whole place and calling it a day.
We left. Ah, shit, Vandal's gonna do something.
Everyone else, go use your powers of protagonism. Yes, because this is very slow if I'm using auto right now.
Sounds like you've been brainwashed.
No, I think the handcuff he's got around his neck is just cutting off oxygen. Your bondage gear.
Yeah, he doesn't use brainwashing. These people are just that fucking stupid.
Yeah.
They know the full details of his plan.
Yeah, that's the thing to remember. None of them were like tricked or otherwise coerced into following the claw. They all chose this. Because they're idiots.
Look like you haven't slept in months. You okay?
And Vaseline just always looks like death. Have you considered melting yourself into the Akashic field?
No, why would I?
They make him so much creepier in this game.
Really hard to take someone who's got a giant chain hanging around their neck. Seriously.
Yeah, that part's not helping you.
Guys, we can't all be subs of the bondage party. One person has to be the dom.
I mean, he's not wrong. Just what he's saying here, not anything else he's ever said.
What he says isn't wrong doing. What he says is ignoring what his stupid plan is.
Yes.
Isn't wrong taken on a superficial level.
Yes.
The underlining motive is fucking obvious most of the time.
Yes.
It's like, you are a manipulative piece of shit.
Raising a barrel against.
Oh no. Keep See Destiny out of this. Gee, I wonder why.
Was he sitting on that?
Why do you think they call me the claw? I need someone to help tell me why poop. I'm trying to claw man, can't do it, it's too dangerous.
Why do you think he wants to fuse himself to the Akashic Field? Won't have to poop anymore.
Never have to poop again.
My dream is to kill you. Invalid. Your dream sucks. My dream is better.
I mean, that's his argument.
Yeah.
Often.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Ah, your dream is so small.
It's killing the claw. It barely counts. The claw has a very subtle butt on his head.
Well, that's subtle. It is the flattest ass on his head.
It almost looks like someone was drawing a ball cap on the top of his head. Like baseball cap.
Yeah.
And then just didn't draw the brim in and made it flesh colored. I want to write fish fury on here.
Fish fear me, women fear me, I fear me.
Akashic Field embraces me.
That's just wishful thinking.
And lots of people's wives.
Gotta have to be more specific.
It's just
My wife died in cock.
killing wives is his hobby.
I keep telling you people, shoot, then speechify.
Yep.
Talk over the corpse.
Oh, look, Rosalina has the pole she dances on.
Judging how she's hugging that, not surprising.
You can't be the original 7 if you're adding new members.
It's the new original 7.
Well, see, it's the original 7. They only have 5 members currently.
We decided the name before we got the group going. Original 7 sounded good, but I realized there were only 4 of us.
Radar only opening is Tuesday, so you're going to have to go with that one.
Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday. Something. I'll be honest, I'm more of a Batman fan.
We had a Thursday, but he turned out to be kind of a prick. Hey, I heard that!
Oh, you've woken up, Dad.
Every time I see KMF, it's like, does that
You just threw cash at them? Really?
What? It works. Also, the mercenaries, yes, you throw cash.
Yeah, no, there's
I
actually
know,
in here in the
but-
establishments that are literally mercenaries.
It's like, why are these guys here? He paid them. Okay.
2-for-1
They
coupons
do.
from Wendy's. Yay!
Wait. The man who has the power of the gas to command people says, forget it. If they voluntarily side with the claw, they cannot be swayed. You have the magic power of swaying the fuck out of
Yeah,
people.
but that's not really swaying them. Using bullshit magical powers to make people do things and swaying them for yourself.
No, I would argue that Lelouch's does count because in addition to forcing them to do the thing, they always act like they want to do the thing.
Yeah, but
That doesn't change the fact that they don't actually want to do the thing.
Well, they're gonna die in like 5 minutes when he gives them
swayed
the
them
orders.
to your idea.
Maybe
you
that-
fucking brainwashed them.
Maybe that girl really liked putting marks on that one wall, okay?
So to quote Murderface from Metalocalypse, so if a guy hits a home run, but he's fat, it doesn't matter, it has to be perfect. When did the bar for swaying become so high?
I would argue that as a San Diegan, we had a fat home run hitter all the time, and he did fucking great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
One of the best in all of history.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how fast you run the base if you hit a home run.
That's right.
Exactly.
All sarcasm aside, I absolutely agree with you, but Lelouch wouldn't. And again, Lelouch not agreeing with people is kind of his whole offense.
Yeah.
At least in this game, Lelouch accepts that he's a bad person.
Yes.
Like that's the one thing for like most other things, like or versus most other stuff that Lelouch appears in. At least here, he's like, yes, I am a piece of shit.
Yes, I'm a bitch that. No, I don't know why I'm alive.
I
I
order
mean-
a steak and a glass of water.
I mean, to be fair, even in series, Lelouch at a point realizes he's a piece of shit. He just still maintains doing what he wants to do on top of it. He planned on dying.
Yeah. Here, he's like, I'm still alive. I don't know why. I was totally a piece of shit, though.
Yep.
And you shouldn't rely on me. I don't know how long I'll be here.
Yep.
But look, there's Sharp. I can go sit with him at the piece of shit table.
It's explicitly like the worst, most sun-beaten Fisher Price table that they could find.
It's
They're at least
always off things. Anytime you touch it, jolts around.
Like, they're at least allowed in the cafeteria, unlike anytime Glemmy would be here. Glemmy, you just go straight to the airlock,
That's the sound of this game thing.
thankfully.
I'm still upset we had to recruit Glenn me the last one. Simply so I can get the Gwen Mantha.
Yep.
They had the audacity to not act like Glemmy's a fucking horrible human being.
Yeah.
Clearly not. We went through the whole thing to redeem him.
We didn't though.
I don't start enough. I think you a morale boost.
Like they're not really trying to do like a redemption arc for it. It's just like you scored some Glemmy points and he's not on Hamon's side, so I guess he can join you.
Yeah, it's redeemed. No, it's not. Glemmy Toto's in the top 5 worst characters in the Universal Century.
I don't want to drop a giant asteroid colony on Earth. I just want to follow in the footsteps of my probably father, Space Hitler.
Yeah.
And have this stable of cloned 10-year-olds. Don't ask questions.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
You know what, Glemmy? We aren't going to ask questions. Racks bullet in the chamber. All right, let's do this.
Yeah, do it in the proper order. Shoot first, then ask the questions.
You guys do it close to one of the hose hookups. We're going to have to clean that place out.
And the only real question is what happens to Peruth 3 through 11.
I don't think we want to know.
We questioned Glemmy, and the word slurry came up more than once.
Ugh.
Hopefully better than what happens to Peru 12.
I mean, we technically know what happens to a few of them. They die piloting the mass-produced
Yeah.
Goblin.
Oh yeah, they do. So 1, 2, 12, and then only one.
Yep.
Well, 1 and 2, also dead.
At least we know exactly what happened.
Yep.
We also know exactly what happened.
Also 12, also dead now. She lived longer.
12 are the ones who are aware of what happened in that worst life.
Yeah. He kills one wife of yours and you're suddenly bent on revenge.
Let me think about that. Yes.
No, see, here's the thing. Van doesn't want to change your mind. Van wants to bury a sword in your heart.
I'm like the puzzle. Brute force won't work on me. Nobody's used enough brute force yet.
I was gonna say, I remember a very classic puzzle that had a solution that a sword could fix.
Yeah, so specifically we do need to defeat Godved with Van, but that's...
They're right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, you almost have to go out of your way not to in
We
this
have
mission.
to actively send someone else over there to go fight him.
And the only thing anyone would be doing with Godved is softening it up so Van can kill it on this turn.
Yep.
Also be a new attack for him.
Yes, he
Yes.
does get charged.
Yeah, Van is surrounded by people whose response to, oh, sometimes the world is cruel is, fuck that, I haven't punched it hard enough.
Yeah.
Also, he's encountered their villains, some of whom give Claw a run for their money.
This is Diablo 2.
2 with 5 classes. And whole new mechanics. We remastered it from the old edition.
This is Diablo 4 with a real cash shop.
No, that was
That was
3.
3 technically, but yes.
Which, yeah, still a really dumb idea.
What day? Diablo.
Monday.
Yeah.
Yes, this is Diablo of Monday.
It's Diablo Mondays here at the Wing Hut for extra spicy beans.
The Claw is nearby. We should just nuke the area. Just
Yeah.
You have companions, just like I have companions. Like, oh, no. Disregard Sean. No.
Yeah, it's Diablo of Monday, Metza of Tuesday, Dahlia of Wednesday, Dan of Thursday, Sin of Friday, Sen of Saturday, and Saudat of Sunday. And then the birthday system.
God, I really would never do it, but I would just laugh so hard if, like, Chirico just drives off from the rest of the group. It's like, Chirico, where are you going? Doesn't answer. Cuts to the Claw. Ah, this is a wonderful fight. Blam! Just gets run over by a scope dog.
It makes sense that time most of the show up to
Yes.
yeah. They do, but he's also DLC, so it's not
Yeah.
really integrated into these missions.
It's just-
No, the Votom stuff ends up involving Van. The gun sword stuff does not end up involving Kiriko.
Yeah.
main line for this is first.
Code Geass.
Unfortunately.
No, fortunately, it makes Code Geass far better.
Yeah.
Yes, but it means that Code Geass is present.
But Code Geass was going to be present. At least it's not just dealing with Code Geass on its own.
That's fair.
Yeah. And I mean, like, You saw that last Code Geass mission was actually good.
Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like the time reverse.
I mean, again, just about every Super Robot Wars game has at least one series in it where you're just like, I guess they had to include this for some reason.
Looking at you, Cross Ange.
People like this.
Yeah, like
Cross Edge is a passable mecha series that unfortunately
as the others, as the rest
Yeah.
of the story
has the
involved.
non-mecha part attached, as we went over.
Yeah, there's a sexual assault room in the first episode.
Does have a sexual assault in the first one.
Yeah, like again, X had Code Geass in it as well.
Yep.
Been a long time since we played T, so I'm trying to remember what the hell was in T. That was just like why.
I think G had Cross Ange because Cross Ange was in 2 series, wasn't it? Or 2 games, wasn't it?
Cross Edge was in.
Cross End was V,
Was also
X, yeah.
Okay.
Expelled from Paradise, I think, was the one in
potato.
T that we were just like, fuck.
Add a potato.
It was not nearly as bad as some other examples, but
Yeah.
it was just kind of like, why is this here?
Lost in Paradise or Expelled
Expelled from Paradise.
It's just weird because it's not a mecha series.
No.
No, but that also had Cowboy Bebop.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
It's serious.
But it's weird. I associate, like, I can at least associate Cowboy Bebop with mecha more, just because
It's a more space odyssey,
Right.
cowboys kind of
Yeah. It's
thing,
still
so meshes
science
better.
fantasy, effectively, but
yeah, like having them show up and the sword fit, all stuff, at least fits a bit and better than.
It did also help that Spike was one of our best units, so from a
Yeah.
safety perspective.
Then you have like V, which again had Cross Ange in it.
Get Cross Engine. Like we used Ange. It was fun. And for the most part, the series, what they have in the SRW game does cover basically the plot of the Cross Ange
Yeah.
series.
I'm ready to beat was this one.
It
Size of your
doesn't go super heavily into the rapey parts of Cross Ange, which makes it much more tolerable.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
they really couldn't. Thank God.
Zeto had Eureka 7.
It's there.
Let's see, trying to find what one is the in Zeto 2. Also had Eureka 7, but had specifically the movie Good Night, Sleep Tight, Young Lovers.
There's alongside that.
Zeto 2 has Seed Destiny. But
It was
again,
popular at the time.
it's one of those. It sucks that it has this in here. At least it has an awesome series to offset it, because Zeto 2 also had Macross 7.
Nice.
Just know whatever SRW game you see.
Almost certainly.
Yeah, it's just Seed Freedom.
How unfortunate.
K had Fafnir in the Azure,
So I hate that.
but was offset by having Virtual on and fucking and fucking Jeeg
Nice.
and Zoid's Genesis.
So as the suit designs were coming out, and when I actually watched the movie, I really liked the design for the Freedom Rising. I got the kit and completely changed my opinion. I think it's a terrible design.
L also has Seed and Seed Destiny in it, but does also have Line Barrels of Iron.
Oh God.
Double has Seed, but is offset by having Seed Astray and Seed Cross Astray.
Nice.
Also has Full Metal Panic. And it's
Very
the first
nice.
time. And it's the first time Second Raid stuff showed up because it was the first one that came out since Second Raid. Also, the series premiere of King of 100 Beasts Go Lion.
I don't expect it ever to, but I would like the FMP stuff to come back at some point. Like, I really like the arm slave designs, and I really like the characters.
Well, I was going to take the opportunity to point out that Jay had Seed as the bad series, but then I looked 2 down from it and saw that it also had Brain Powered.
Brain powered.
Don't.
Oh, so in the discussion we had last night where it was brought up where some of us have this thing of watching 3 episodes before making a judgment, I gave that 1.
I gave Brain Powered like 10 minutes and was like, oh yeah, no, I see where this is going. Nope.
Yeah.
Okay, I had to go all the way back to GC before I could find a Super Robot Wars game that did not have a very clear, like, this is the series in this game that sucks. And even then, it does have Future Robo Daltanius, so maybe.
Not familiar with it, so.
Yeah, neither is anybody else but me. Yeah, pretty much any given Super Robot Wars game, there's always one where you just be like, well, it sucks that this series isn't here.
Can't really think of anything that I feel that strongly about in this one.
Again, just
Code
Code
Geass.
Geass, who gives a shit?
It is, but the odd part is they used it well, so I actually have less of a problem with it, and I can ignore the characters.
Yeah.
Completely.
I mean, the point wasn't that they don't do anything good with it. It was that it's a series that generally is like, I guess. Like, I haven't watched the movie this is based on, but I also...
It's a
I don't think I
desire to.
care. Yeah.
I feel like it would require me to have context of the rest of Code Geass, and God, I'm not doing that.
I have the context and I still don't want to do it.
I didn't even watch Seed at double speed with you guys.
Seed and Destiny. Sadly, we didn't do...
I'm about to say something and I'm fully cognizant of what I'm saying. I have fucking standards.
You liar.
No, I'm not. I didn't watch Seed at double speed with you
I was gonna
guys.
say,
No, you only ate what? Microwave Parmesan cheese?
Yeah, that's still left a better taste in my mouth than watching Seed.
I was gonna say, he has standards. They're different standards. In some ways lower, but some ways not. Rewatching Seed reminded or pointed out how much I had rose-colored glasses for Seed. I think it made me like Seed less.
It
I'd
definitely
be
made me.
concerned if they like see more.
Yep.
So, like I said, when I first watched Seed, I liked it. I watched Seed Destiny and I hated Seed Destiny. And my hatred of Seed Destiny made me like Seed more.
Hey, Hunter, relevant question. How much other Gundam had you watched when you first watched Seed?
Wing, G, and 0079.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You did not have a lot of really good Gundam to compare against.
I mean, to be fair, I'd literally watched everything that was Gundam, or I had also watched the OAVs. I'd watched everything that it had, like, US release.
Yeah.
It really confuses me. Obviously, different tastes. Why is Seed so popular?
It was an attempt to recapture what 0079 was.
Fucking was it?
So
No, it absolutely was. It's the reason why. It's the reason why original Gundam has a lot of similar plot
Well,
lines to the
no,
original.
so the Seed is popular because it's not really a fucking Gundam series. It hits the points of Gundam if you vaguely explained Gundam to somebody and then had them go write what the story of Gundam was.
I'm saying this is from the director's own words that he was trying to.
I'm aware he was bad at it.
Oh no, okay. I understand that.
I'm not disputing your claim that it was an attempt to redo the story points of
It was done
0079.
well.
Yeah, it's like Seed also was an attempt, or not Seed, Destiny was an attempt to redo Zeta, and was even worse somehow.
You need to do redo original Gundam or Zeta. Just watch original Gundam or Zeta. Or like,
Yes,
yeah,
but
you really don't have to watch original Gundam.
Well, yes, but if you do that, then you can actually differentiate the characters because they have different faces, and that's just unacceptable.
it was supposed to be a bringing it up to our modern audience who watch, because they don't do reruns. That's not a thing Japan does.
There.
There've been home releases of 0079 for decades by the time Seed came out.
Yes, but you don't get new kids with old DVDs. You
You
put
don't
out
get
a
new
new
kids with Seed either. You get a bunch of horny Fujoshis.
I mean,
Yeah.
it did really well in Japan.
Yes, because it was popular with a shit ton of horny Fujoshis.
It was incredibly popular.
Yes.
Did not reach kids. That's what age was for.
Oh God.
Age.
Age was another attempt to
Build fighters
redo
and
0079.
The first season of Build Divers, and wow, there's some tough content for kids to try to get with.
More mecha design than actual.
Yes, no.
Sorry.
Age was an attempt to, level 5 is really fucking popular at getting kids' attention. We should let them make a Gundam series. They have had 2 incredibly successful series that got a really big youth audience.
Yep. Wait, 2? I know they had Yokai Watch. What was the other?
Inazuma 11.
Right, I always forget it.
like the one that was actually way more popular than Yokai Watch for a very long time.
I always forget it because it's just not my thing. So
Yeah, no, Inazuma 11 was
And-
what put level 5 on the map.
you can say, well, I don't like Yokai Watch. It's Pokemon adjacent, so I know of it.
Yeah.
Also had the collab in 14.
Let's get stupid ghost car.
2 different ghost cars. One that has moving parts.
Yeah, the Inazuma 11 and Yokai Watch, and so they were just like, well, what if we let them make a Gundam series? And they were like, well, okay, but we're going to design it like it's a video game, because we're actually just going to make this a video game. And then the video game never, actually really
Nope.
happened. An extremely stripped down version of what was originally intended to be. It ended up being released as, a mobile game briefly, and then, shut down within, 3 months.
I want to say they had a DS game, but it
Maybe.
maybe I don't know. Yeah, no, it was. And like I said, the major Gundams were all designed to imitate stuff from UC.
Yeah.
Like the Age one was the RX-78, the Age 2 was the Zeta, the Age
Oh,
3.
that's a face.
Well, hello there.
That's Fat's happy face.
Yep.
Doesn't get happy often.
Yep, he's back to his moody. He is living for tomorrow. The tomorrow where he kills the claw. Let him do it. She's into it.
Hard now.
Yep.
Salt.
Yep.
Anytime now. There we go.
Okay, so what if Salt?
Gunsword had really particular theming and just stuck to it.
Yes, yes, it did. It's pretty much a theme of the entire series.
今でも恩人だと思っている体ごとぶつける
Now, this sword.
Cool guys moving explosions.
No, I won't stare him in his eyes.
Man's gotta kill them.
Oh no, a bunch of trash has appeared. God damn it, Char.
Who was ready for a trolley problem?
Literally the trolley.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you're on the same wavelength as Lelouch.
All burn.
I mean,
Oh, Gilbo, thank you. I don't see how a trolley would solve this problem.
We put the trolley in the front of the meteor. and
Do
that-
you know how many people we have on this ship who could punch a meteor into nothingness?
Don't bother answering, Mitsuba. Shut up, Edge. well, fine.
I mean, I know the answer for left. Just
I also know the answer for left, so I'm trying to the people who haven't gotten this choice yet, what choice do you think?
I'm one of the opinion of you go with a lower number. You murder the 100 million. Like that has always been my thing for the trolley solution is if people are going to die regardless of what you do, you choose the least amount of death.
Right, you shoot the driver.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
So
split rail and drift that bitch.
So offered two binary choices, I'm going with let the billion die because in a time between when that meteor's going to hit and it actually hits, you may find a way out of the situation. But if you divert the meteor, you're going with
That's not what the question
This is the trolley problem. You don't get to add extra.
This is an absolute. If you do not divert it, 1 billion people will die.
let the billion die.
Okay,
Alright,
so we're
so-
50-50.
so since this is a tie and it will let us do more of these questions, we'll go with the left one.
Okay.
which I hate that rationale because by quote refusing to take a choice, you're making a choice.
There's more to this, so calm down.
I mean specifically that.
No.
rationale.
I mean, there's more to this in context of this game. He's not just randomly appearing and asking us a trolley problem for no fucking reason.
I'm aware of that.
Pops up. Ah, you see a man walking down the street towards you. Do you know him? But what if that man is your father, but you're too far away for you to tell it's actually your father? Do you know him?
There's a turtle on its back in the desert. Why aren't you helping it?
The Doom popcorn bucket.
You have a heap of sand. You remove
It is
one
the gate
grain
of love.
sand. Is it still a heap?
Ew.
It's a giant anus. It's da. Murder the stupid snake thing first. Oh.
I removed the shadow.
Oh, well, that tells us nothing.
You and the Betterman, I swear.
No, we're gonna call you Quaestors. It sounds stupider.
Yep.
That's what telling you.
Look, no,
Oh
look,
my god, he's hot. It's like, holy shit, he's beautiful.
I remember the Quasars. Those was weird enemy dudes from the weird season of Transformers, wasn't it?
oh yeah, those knights from the weird side galaxy where Omega Supreme was.
We could investigate that, or we could kill them.
Alright, so more things to watch.
Yep.
I surprised how normal and untrained that attack is.
Oh, that was unpleasant. Lost his half his health. Okay, I may have underestimated the group and Train Boy.
Okay, we got nothing. Got it.
人工知能の技術がここまで進んでいるとは。僕たちのお祭りを始めましょう。守りを捨て全てを攻撃に注げ。イカルガのベヘモスハートとクイーンズコロネットの最大出力をご覧あれ。これが僕とイカルガの力です。
Not quite enough to take it on. Non-zero chance that kills you, but
Almost certainly does.
let's see. Yeah,
Yeah, again, it never takes into account critical, even if the critical isn't 100% guaranteed.
yeah. That's moving right one way. Okay. How awkward this is. So... That's good enough.
見えているんですよ。ドライブの出力を上げる光の翼。
I do actually like the little touch that on this map when you actually get the battle cut-ins, it does actually have the pillar of red light in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, probably. I actually had a chance of hitting you, so a full 13%. Nice, persist.
Yeah.
I shall battle with you, large red one.
Yeah, again, because like persist is not like for the round or whatever it is. The next hit does X% less damage. But it just does become a really funny spirit on things like, you know, Kiriko or Ultraman or everything.
Okay, something.
Yeah, things that are just like, yeah, 90% of things in this game have like a 0% chance to hit. But just in case, like, you know, a boss takes a swing or whatever.
Did I put...
What are you looking for?
There he is.
Check one.
Yeah. At least you're moving because you're not doing fucking anything else.
You gotta zoom zoom.
While there's 0 enemies nearby.
It doesn't yet have charge. It doesn't yet have a third sub-pilot whose sole purpose is to use charge.
Honestly, that's right. I don't need charge.
Let's turn to the on first.
Yeah, that's what you order for.
No, I mean, like, Orgas usually charge on the first turn and then pass
And the second turn, and the third turn, and
When you start with max SP,
Yeah, fair enough.
you can't just pop them every turn.
Yeah, we're not quite at that point.
Like, it's great having that tree maxed out. Jump upgrades, because it's just like, I pop it first turn. Okay, I need to move more. Second turn, just pop it again.
yeah. It is definitely useful, but also at the same time, there's a number of suits where like their most powerful attack isn't even move and shoot restricted anyway. So
But there's a handful though, and it's like
yeah, it's nice for the ones that do have it, but it's just like
it's like 40 SSP, and I think I have like 160 at the start or something crazy.
something like that. Yeah.
So barely matters. It's the same tree that increases the amount you start with, so increases your total.
Yes. Yeah, there is basically one tree that is all about supporters.
And there's another tree that gets you 2 more supporters slots, but doesn't SP tools at all. That's the ground edge.
Yep.
Didn't want to take the 1%.
It's going to be great when you put all these boosts on it and then
And
give them
then
1% distance. Procs.
Foreshadowing.
Hello, line.
その爽やかな笑顔に向かっ腹が立つんだよリブスラッシャー行ってこいそうか今日はここまでのようだな
That doesn't count.
Yes.
Edge. Crushes balls.
As an ass who shows up and asks ethnical questions, I do like responses like, what's going on with that light? I fucking have to tell you.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
I'm sorry, we're breaking up. The connection is.
I can
You're
see
right
you public
there.
paper.
Meanwhile,
What, to walk again?
Silence, adults are talking. Who let this barn owl in the room?
Careful, it's gonna easily lose an eye around the claw. What's that over? Oh shit! I blinded another child.
Where's the bathroom? Oh, just take a left and oh. Sorry.
The Wraith girl, you need to be real careful around him.
Give your cheeks a little pinch.
Lisa.
I have another question for you, Captain. Two trains are going in opposite directions along the same track. One is going from California at 45 miles an hour. Also, someone has taped a puppy to the tracks to make it sad.
It wasn't you, it was me.
I have a bow-mounted laser gun, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Yep, and that finishes this chapter.
Yeah.
Yep, finishes this chapter and puts us basically into sort of the second act of the game,
Yeah.
realistically.
Back into side quests.
Yep.
Yep.
But that'll be for next time. So that's going to do it for us for today here at Sound Goblin Gaming as we do our Super Robot Sundays. We'll be back tomorrow with more Pokemon Soul Link, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Thursday, we'll be continuing to go through Dungeons and Dragons 3-5 books, and we'll be right back here next Sunday, hopefully having sorted out the technical issues and having a much smoother time on Super Robot Sundays as we continue our playthrough of Super Robot Wars 30. Until then, I've been Bograt.
I've been the Krampus.
I've been shit.
I've been Hunter Crane.
And I'm Vincent.
Have a good one, y'all.